hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay. That's okay too. Right, little bunny? Oh, such a joy to spend this time with you every week, little bunny. I always feel good when we sit down together and I can curl you up into my arms. I guess let's start by taking a breath together. I want you to really, really connect with me. I am opening my heart to you, little bunny. My real, real heart. Ready? I've got you, little bunny. I've got my arms around my chest and I'm imagining squeezing you. Yeah, and you can put your arms around you. You can give yourself a little hug. It's kind of the same thing, right? If you're listening to my voice through a microphone, then you can receive my hug through a microphone too, right, little bunny? Garden magic, it works. Oh, I'm feeling good hugging you, little bunny. Wow. You are wonderful. You really are wonderful. You make me happy, even just by being here. Right now, you listening is all you need to do to make me happy. Am I easy to please? I would say I have high standards, little bunny. Yet somehow easy to please. I like that combination. I'm always looking to enjoy life. Rarely do I ever complain. Because it's ridiculous. We have so many incredible things. And the most special of which is loved ones. And I am your loved one, little bunny. And you are my loved one. So, congratulations for meeting my high standards and also having to do very, very little to make me happy. So, you are not just anyone. Because as soon as I say, hey there, little bunny, anyone who's not a little bunny goes away. And then I get you. And I love it. And I get to spend this time with you. And we get to be this crazy combination of lustful desire and wholesome love. It's kind of ridiculous that somehow lust became a sin somewhere along the story of human civilization, but not here, little bunny. We embrace these feelings of sexiness and wholesomeness at the same time. Imagine that, little bunny. So, some news over here. I would say the New Year's resolutions are kicking in. I love New Year's. And I have finally, as of right now, this episode, little bunny, swapped to a new software because the other software would very occasionally, but very tragically, delete everything that I was recording while I was recording it. So fingers crossed, will you cross a finger with me, little bunny? Even though I don't think crossing fingers does anything. Maybe you can enjoy the uncertainty that I have. Oh, it's always a struggle. Anyway, little bunny, so that's what's new over here. And I got other new stuff which I'll get to. But maybe let's talk about you a little bit. I want to know how you're doing, little bunny. And I want to simultaneously, what do I want to do? I just want to spend time with you. I don't want to overthink it either. This is not a goal-oriented podcast or whatever this is. It's barely even a podcast, little bunny. This is you and me spending time together. A daddy and his little bunny. I love it. So as always, you have permission to tune me out, little bunny. You can just tune me out. If you want to just enjoy the sounds of my voice. And maybe help me let me put you to sleep, I guess. You can use this to fall asleep if you want. Nothing would bring me more joy. Actually, there's a lot of things that would bring me joy, but one such thing that would bring me joy is for you to get some wonderful, wonderful slumber. And if all you need to do is listen to me say, I love you, little bunny, then I will be here and I will say, I love you, little bunny, forever. Other stuff I am working on, little bunny. I'm working on speaking very clearly for you. Very clearly, little bunny. And learning to breathe from the belly. All these little things. I'm not supposed to be telling you all the behind the scenes stuff that I'm doing, but I don't care. Whatever, I'm not here to entertain you. Oops, see, like that. Let's fix that, little bunny. I'm not here to entertain you. Can you tell your daddy's in a goofy mood today? Oh, it's been a great day, little bunny. It's been a great, great day. We were playing a game earlier on the Discord, which is part of the locked section of the garden, which is aka Patreon, which is 18 plus only, so don't join if you're not 18. So in the Discord, which is part of the locked section, part of the Patreon, we were playing around with my favorite tool that you had better be using by now, little bunny. ChatGPT. We were making little portraits of ourselves based on our personality. It's so fun. I had ChatGPT interview me. I said, pick 8 different questions that I can answer that will help sort me into a fantasy world. We ended up calling it a guild, like a profession in a fantasy world. And then I answered the questions and I said, knowing nothing about how I look, make a portrait of me. And so I now have a personality portrait that ChatGPT gave me. And so a bunch of your fellow bunnies on the Discord were playing around with having ChatGPT interview them with personality questions. I had a list of 8 that you can just copy paste in. And then you say, now make a portrait of me knowing nothing about what I look like. And it's fun. It's like getting a portrait done of your personality. Isn't that so wonderful? It's very garden too. Having a portrait of, well, maybe your personality is not something you choose, but having as much of your life be under your authorship as possible. I love it. Taking control of your life, little bunny. So many good things can happen. I love it. So, in addition to that, I made an outline for the episodes, little bunny. We'll see if this works. But I'm trying to upgrade for you, little bunny. Always working to upgrade. Upgrade. Because you deserve it. Now your daddy needs to find where he made the outline. Oh my goodness. But I'm still mostly just going to ramble. Tell you how much I love you. I just kind of want to have a little bit more of a theme to every episode, so they don't all turn out too similar. There's a topic I want to touch on. Shall I meander my way there? Oh, I have a tip for you, little bunny. Dreams are really interesting. But if you ever tell someone about your dream, you gotta limit it to like 15 seconds. Got it? Don't go talking about your dream for 5 minutes. It has limited interest to the other person. But for 15 minutes, if you got something really juicy. Excuse me, 15 seconds, little bunny. So, the inspiration for what I wanted to talk to you about. Talk with you. Ramble at you. Had to do with a dream that I had. So start your bunny counter. 15, 14, 13. I had a dream that I wanted to go back to a summer camp that I got to go to a few times growing up. But I felt this sense of loss that sounds so dramatic. Felt a poignant FOMO, I guess, that I was too old to go back to summer camp. And I was longing for those days, way back when I could just be an adolescent at a summer camp. Okay, done talking about the dream. Actually, it's kind of fun to share your dreams in the Discord. We have a little channel for that. So, that was my dream. And it was so interesting, little bunny. Do you ever feel this emotion of longing for the past? Especially if it's something you can't go back to. Maybe it was an era of your childhood. Maybe you're nostalgic for certain things on TV, like cartoons or something, or nostalgic for activities that you could only do when you were younger. Nostalgic for some kind of structure. And I guess for me in this dream, it was a summer camp. And it was so crazy because I never feel, what should we call it? A poignant nostalgia. I've been using the word poignant wrong. Let me look it up. I believe in looking things up if you don't know. Poignant definition. Evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret. Yeah. Do you ever feel poignant nostalgia, little bunny? Nostalgia, do you know what nostalgia is? That's when you're like, well, let me look it up so I don't give you a bad definition. Nostalgia definition. A sentimental longing. Do you know what sentimental means? A sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past. Typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. So whatever these words mean, a poignant nostalgia, I'm defining as when you're looking back at the past of something that was so good and so precious to you, but you can't go back there. It's done, that chapter is gone. You wish so desperately you could go back. Do you ever feel that, little bunny? I actually don't feel it. I don't want to. Hold on, let me take a sip of coffee. I think it's great to not feel it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I hope I can free you from it a little bit also. Because as often happens, your brain might be playing some tricks on you. Your brain might be being a jerk to you, as it so often is. I want to share with you a little study. So, go to my outline because I want to credit these researchers. Okay, so here's a wonderful scientific study by two researchers with the last names Mitchell and Thompson from 1997 called The Rosy View is the name of the paper. And they asked people who were on vacation, hey, tell me how your vacation is going, rated on 1 to 10 or whatever. They'll say, yeah, I'm having about a 6 on vacation. It's good, but this thing went wrong, and I kind of had a crick in my knee, and my foot was hurting, and they gave us the wrong order, and the flight was delayed, and the hotel room has this weird stain on the carpet, and there's a funny smell. All these kinds of things. 6 out of 10 for vacation. Then Mitchell and Thompson followed up 2 weeks, a month after vacation, whenever it is. Sometime after they're back, these vacationers, they're back to their work and their school and their typical routines that they had taken a vacation away from. And Mitchell and Thompson say, hey, How was that vacation you were on? Rate it out of 1 to 10 or whatever. And so reliably they say, oh, it was a 9 out of 10. It was a 10 out of 10. It was the greatest vacation ever. That's what life is. I wish I could just be on vacation forever like that. So you know what the, slow down, Daddy. So can you tell what the brain trick was there? Rose-tinted glasses, little bunny. Rose-tinted glasses are when you look back at that vacation and you say, damn, that I was feeling a 9 out of 10 on that vacation. When actually, no, we literally have the data. You were feeling a 6 out of 10 on that vacation. Maybe you can think back to your own life, little bunny. What is that thing that you were feeling nostalgic for? Sometime in your childhood. For me, I'll say the camp. The camp was great, there's no doubt. And part of me wishes I could go back, of course, and all that. But the key is that there's a fictional version of this camp, whatever it is for you. There's a fictional memory there. And your brain is so fond of that fictional memory. Go back to my outline, Daddy. Okay, here we go. How are we doing? Trying really hard to thread the needle of having something to talk about while also rambling, while also just telling you, little bunny, I love you. All of this is just about how much I love you. Working on my diction too, breathing from the belly so I sound nice and rich and sonorous for you, little bunny. Oh, I have a friend who is so stuck in these rose-tinted glasses. He is obsessed with the child. He was my favorite, not my favorite, excuse me. He was my best friend growing up. And, we're on a little group chat with me and our fellow friends who we all grew up together. And my best friend growing up so reliably posts the nostalgia things. I just can't help but think, like, you know what? The present and the future are really so great. There has never been a better time to be alive, little bunny. I promise you. I promise you, promise you, promise you. And you know what's funny is, looking back at previous times of your life, those are the times when you had less control of your life. When you're younger, let's start when you're an infant. You have zero control over anything that goes on in your life as an infant. Isn't that right, little bunny? And then you become a child and you have a little bit of freedom, and you can kind of, you're still doing whatever your parents or your guardians or your adults tell you. Then you get a little bit more and more freedom as you go into adolescence. And it just becomes more and more under your control. What do you choose to do with your life? If you find yourself super nostalgic for the days when your life was outside of your control, when other people were determining your life for you, that could be a sign that we need to get you a little more active, little bunny, in making the life you want. Sounds like maybe you're inheriting a life that you're just going along with the flow. Just kind of doing the default. It's like you put your little origami boat in the river and then let the river do what it does. Does that make sense? Is that a good analogy? It can be easy to live life on autopilot. At some point, you have to learn how to not be on autopilot. Growing up, it's all on autopilot, right? You're an infant, autopilot. Child, mostly autopilot. Adolescence, slightly less autopilot. At some point, little bunny, you gotta flip the switch and say, my life is my life. I'm going to choose what I do with it. Once you do that, the future gets so much more exciting. We all have constraints that we have to work within, whether it's money or we have some health constraints or we live in some kind of life circumstances that makes things challenging. There's so much freedom to choose your own life, little bunny. Let me take a sip of coffee. How am I doing? Let me know how I'm doing, little bunny. You can always email me, by the way, Lindy@lindysgarden.com or daddy@lindysgarden.com, whichever you prefer. And on Spotify, if you're listening there, you can send feedback right there. Somehow, I can't remember where it is, but you can leave little feedbacks on every episode. Let me know what's good. Let me know what's bad. Let me know if something needs to change. Because I really want to be good for you. I want this to be... How cocky should I be? I'm not feeling godly cocky right now, as I sometimes do. Oh, my ego is out of control. But hey, that's fun, right? It's not hurting anyone. It's just making it more fun for us. I want this to be the best thing that has ever existed. Okay, maybe that'll be a bit tough. I want this to be something S tier, little bunny. Remember that. I want this podcast to be S tier, both for you and for me. I want the garden to be S tier. I won't define S tier right now. You can ask ChatGPT what S tier is. Do you know how to get to ChatGPT? Easy, little bunny. Google ChatGPT. There's no excuses. Things are so freaking easy these days. Do you know how easy everything is these days, little bunny? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous how easy things are these days. Anything you want to know how to do, literally in 10 seconds, you can have a master. Even now with AI, you can have the collective wisdom of every master that has ever publicly weighed in on a subject. And you can just learn how to do anything, little bunny. You can literally learn how to do anything, and it's so easy. Is my friend nostalgic for the days when he had to look up if there was a word he didn't know he was using right, like poignant. He would walk over to the bookshelf with the dictionary and pull it out, and then you have to figure out how to spell poignant, which is not an easy word to spell. Yeah, for me, literally while I'm talking to you, little bunny, I can go over. Yeah, you know how it goes. You know what I'm getting at. Oh. 1 second. Okay, Daddy. Let's go back over to let's enunciate for my little bunny. Let's go back over to my outline. What are we talking about? Okay, start with my dream. Talk about the nostalgia, the poignant nostalgia, and how my friend is very nostalgic for the past. Then talk about the study about rose-tinted glasses. And here we are. The joy of looking forward, little bunny. Oh, here we go. Talk about tech advancements and global improvements. Does that sound like a comfort podcast? Shh, little bunny, take a breath with me. Tune me out, little bunny. Okay, pay attention, your life will get way better. Hopefully you feel good at the same time. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, yeah, so the tech advancements. I have a truly professional recording setup here for not a ton of money in not a recording studio. And how good does my voice sound to you right now, little bunny? Yeah, sound good. Don't take for granted the incredible technology of headphones, assuming you're on headphones or maybe a car stereo. That did not happen automatically, little bunny, and that did not exist 150 years ago, which is not a lot of time in the scale of human history. How unbelievable is it, little bunny, that I can be right here, thinking of you, holding you in my arms, through what is truly magic, human-made magic. I'm here with you right now, in the room you're in, and you can feel my love, and it's real love. How incredible is it that we have this? I can't believe how amazing this is. I love it. Oh. And it sounds so good too. Yeah. That's just one tech thing to be grateful for. There's so many grateful tech things to be grateful for. Oh, 1 second. I had more examples that I was going to go into, but maybe I won't go into too many tech examples right now. The world as a whole is a lot better now than it has ever been. Things are really looking up. Even though, it's another episode that I should do about how our brains latch onto the negative. It's called negativity bias. It's a real term. And if you're soaking in news stories, remember that bad news happens overnight and good news happens over decades. So a lot of the good news that's happening, of which there is a ton of good news, little bunny, it all happens so gradually that you're not going to suddenly be blasted by it on whatever news source you use or social media or things like that. Any kind of breaking news is basically going to be negative by the nature of how bad things happen all at once and good things happen very, very gradually by building things. So you don't have to take my word for it. The data backs me up. Okay. Oh, tech things to be grateful for, little bunny. Oh my God. Do you know what I'm touching right now, little bunny? What I'm looking at? I have a desk mat. It's like a huge mouse pad, basically. And it has my fictional characters from my fiction series, my audiobook, A Year of Love and Ligature, which you can hear on Patreon if you want, the locked section. It's almost done. There's 2 more episodes that I'm working on. I have a desk mat with my characters printed on it, and it's really good quality too. That's so... Oh, maybe I should show you. I'll probably sell it at some point if you want to buy it. It's totally for me though. It's on my merch store, and I made this merch thing in order to sample. It's basically just for me. Total ego trip to just see my fictional characters right here as my mouse pad. Oh. Self-publishing, little bunny. That's what I wanted to say. There has never been a better time to be a creative person. Is there some creative project like a book or something you've always wanted to do. If you want to write, I recommend starting with short stories. It's way easier that way. You can have little successes as you go. You can self-publish, little bunny. Isn't that incredible? And it's even a better option, oftentimes, than being traditionally published. And it costs basically nothing. You can be a published writer, little bunny. And if you're not a published writer, and you want to be a published writer, the only thing stopping you is just choosing to do it. You can literally say right now, I want to choose to be a published writer. And then boom. Suddenly there's no more convenient excuses, are there, little bunny? I have a friend who has been wanting to write a book for so long. He's actually a professional writer, but he writes nonfiction stuff that he doesn't enjoy. He has always just wanted to get his book done. And you know, the only thing stopping him is himself. Really is the only thing stopping him. You know, we've never worked fewer hours than ever in human history. Did you know that? That one's surprising. It's, you know, we work a lot, of course. But the number of hours worked right now. If you look at the graph, little bunny, it was like 80 hours a week 100 years ago. And it goes to 70 and 60 and 50. And in the United States, it's 40 hours a week on average. And in parts of Europe, it's actually around 30 and still dropping. And on top of that, little bunny, we save so much time that we don't have to do on total BS tasks. Like, it's so easy to take for granted that we can just do things online. Oh, I need to do something with my bank. Let me do it online in 5 seconds. Okay, in 5 minutes. 5 minutes of something on your bank website. You used to have to literally go to the physical bank and wait in line and like get the slip of paper and with the pen and you write the thing and then you go to the person and then you do the thing and it's like an hour of your life has been lost, which now just takes 5 minutes on your freaking computer. Are you kidding, little bunny? What are you going to do with that new 55 minutes? Are you going to write your book or are you going to find more excuses, little bunny? I'm just saying. And ordering stuff, like the delivery of packages has saved so much time of going to stores and stuff. We are so blessed right now, little bunny. I hope you can understand how good this time is we are living in. It's really incredible. You want to take a breath with me? I can't help but want to make your life better, little bunny. I can't help it. I wonder if you enjoy hearing me talk like this. No, it's just trying to find the sweet spot of what works for us. Yeah. Combination of comfort, playfulness. I like making your life better. Feels good to me. You're worth it, little bunny. Did you know that? You really are worth it. And don't worry, I get a lot of joy out of this. You make this really fun for me. Okay, where are we? All right, Daddy, where are we at in the outline? Self-publishing. Oh my God, TurboTax, little bunny. Do you know what TurboTax is? I guess it's an American thing. Oh my God. You used to have to, slow down. You used to have to, like, taxes used to be this huge, horrendously complicated, annoying thing. And it is still horrendously complicated, except that there's now tools like TurboTax. Literally, you need to do your taxes, little bunny, instead of this 3-week long slog of a thing. You can knock it out in like 30 minutes. What are you going to do with all that extra time, little bunny? That's so incredible that we have this time. Why be nostalgic for the time before TurboTax and the time before delivery packages that appear in 1 to 5 days? Why be nostalgic for the time when, if you wanted to record something, you had to go rent out a studio for $5,000 an hour and record something? Nostalgic for the time when, if you wanted to be a published writer, you had to bang your head against the wall, sending your manuscript out to publisher after publisher who just shoots you down, and it might not even happen in the end. You can have a real freaking your own physical book. You want to write a book and you want to have a physical book that's on your bookshelf. You can do that, little bunny, and it's not even that expensive. The only thing stopping you is just the belief that you can't do it, or making some kind of excuse. Allow yourself to be amazing, little bunny. Ready? Breathe with me. You can do it. You can achieve your dreams, little bunny. You have everything in your favor. You have everything in your favor. Give yourself permission. You are great, little bunny. You can accomplish great things. All you have to do is give yourself permission to take action. No floating down the river. No living the default life. Yeah. No more being nostalgic for the days when you were younger and other people were dictating your life for you. That's what's great about being older, little bunny. You have control of your life. You can choose your own destiny, little bunny. You can choose your own destiny. It's so great. And once you do that, once you get on board with that idea, the future is so exciting. The future is so freaking exciting, little bunny. And if you don't see how exciting the future is, you put some faith in me, little bunny. Put some faith in me. The future is so exciting. Oh, I cannot wait to see what kind of shenanigans you and I can get up to, little bunny. Even literally earlier today, with the extra time that I had, because I didn't have to go in person to the bank, or didn't have to go get something at the store, just have it shipped to me instead. I spent time working on a video game for you, little bunny. Coding a video game for you. And it's turning out really well. I talked about it in an earlier podcast episode. It's like, and it's so easy to learn it, because when I don't know how to do something with this coding, I don't have to be like, damn, I don't know how to do it. I just literally ask the question into the internet, whether it's ChatGPT or whether it's just into Google. It's so easy to learn how to do it, little bunny. It's easy to make a video game, and it's easy to make it for you. Oh, you're going to love it so much. It's so fun. Oh. I like making stuff for you. Can you tell? Brings me a lot of joy. All right, Daddy, what do we got on where are we on the outline, little bunny? Oh, we're already at conclusion. Is there anything else we want to talk about? I'm really really curious to hear back this episode. I wonder, you'll have to let me know if it's good, little bunny. And if it's bad, you gotta let me know how it's bad. You can always criticize me, little bunny. I love getting feedback. I really love getting feedback. And constructive feedback, like things to improve, is very, very useful for me. Because I really want to be better and better and better and better every single time I sit down here. It just all comes back to this New Year's energy. Just feel a renewed sense of wanting this to be the highest quality, utmost professionalism, while still being casual. And just you and me having a good time, ultimately. The most high quality daddy little bunny time that can exist. Well, I guess I should kind of wrap it up there. Let me rephrase that. I don't like the word kind of. It lacks conviction. I think that's a good place to end it, little bunny. Don't you? So, as always, I am going to get some sleep. And I will be right back in just a moment with a poem that I've written for you. Just for this episode. Just for you, little bunny. So, I'm going to get to bed. I love you, little bunny. Good night. I'll be right back. Good morning, little bunny. I slept pretty well. Very well, I would say. No complaints here. Thank you for asking. I wrote you a little poem that I'm going to send you off with love for the rest of your week. Sound good? Here's your poem. Best not to stay locked in thoughts of the past. Best instead to stay present and keep moving. So much better to think forward at what's left to discover and enjoy life's game of improving. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, little bunny. I love being here with you. I love improving for you and with you and because of you. So I'll do it forever. Can't wait to see what we discover together. We build together, etc. Okay. Love you, little bunny. Have a good week. I love you. I love you. I love you.